Guillermo del Toro stopped at AMC in San Francisco to receive the Sloan Science in Cinema prize. Then, the director joined in a Q&A about his new movie, Frankenstein.
This was going to be done by hand, by humans for humans.
The filmmaker talked about the process of giving life to his creation.
The fundamental question of the novel is John Milton kind of question, Paradise Lost. Who are we? What makes us humans? Why are we here? You know, it's a philosophical rumination. Yeah, I think that Mary Shelley superimposes the philosophical questions and the spiritual questions in a way that is very profound with the novel. And I think that the journey of the creature is chronicled very minutely in the novel.
I showed Guillermo the video of Jacob Elordi getting ready for his character. And the director went on to say that was incredible to work with the actor. And
those hours were his prep. He arrived really late on the prep because the previous actor fell through. So, you know, he knew that those hours were his time to prep, his time to invoke the creature. It was a sacrament and a religious moment.
Evan worked with Del Toro as an editor. He told me how was the process to work with the director.
I mean, it's amazing to be able to work on the movie he's been dreaming about since he was a child. You know, our process on this is that I would come in very, very early in the morning and we would cut together all the footage that he had shot the day before. So by the time that he walked onto set the next day, the editing was already done for everything that we had shot so far.
Ms. Barardi, the VFX supervisor, said there was no AI technique involved in the movie.
Guillermo wanted a handmade, handcrafted film, including the visual effects done by real artists, you know, using their hands to paint. I mean, we use computers as our tool, but it's all driven by humans. So there's no AI, no generative AI in this movie at all. It was a hard mandate from Guillermo.
He hopes people can watch the movie on the big screen.
I think it's way more immersive. It's designed to be an immersive experience. And if you're watching it on a phone, I think you miss out on 50-60% of the feeling, you know?
Shorthands that he's developed with people like me and Dennis and all the other people who you've spoken with tonight, the movie felt like it wanted to make itself, or that it wanted to help make itself. You know what I mean? Like it wanted to be made.
The event was in partnership between SF Film and Sloan Foundation.
I've been very, very lucky to find a way to help promote what the Sloan Foundation is trying to do in our area of passion and expertise, which is how can we find films that are going to help do this? How can we find filmmakers who are creating work early and that Sloan can support? And how can we show films that are completed? And tonight's movie is a perfect example of that.
And since we're talking about creation, I couldn't help but wonder what the 2020 Nobel Prize winner and co-inventor of CRISPR, Jennifer Doudna, has to say about the new gene therapy.
I think we have to really grapple with that. We have to figure out, first of all, whether such an application of gene editing should ever be done. Is it safe? And then are there really sort of medically necessary applications of it? And I personally don't think it should ever be used for any kind of enhancements. And as you said, that's not legal to do in the U.S. anyway. But but of course, people are thinking about it because it's a natural human curiosity.
And when you talk, money talks.
And money talks, right?
And if you cannot watch the movie on the big screen, Netflix is screening it now. In San Francisco, Gleitson Martins for News Up Now.